Courtney's always helped me in the classroom, working in the summers, getting my room ready, listening to me, preparing work at home. She's always had a love for it, and when she wanted to go into education, I knew that it would be a perfect fit for her. She's a very caring, loving, creative person. So seeing her grow and develop and learn and work in the classroom for the last 4 years, and then branching out and learning new skills to become a social worker. She has the experience in the classroom, knowing what it's like to be a teacher, so she's not only able to help the staff because she knows what it's like. So that's been a wonderful thing, and it's just an absolute dream come true blessing to work with her every day.
Students love to see her. They light up when she walks in the room. They're, do I get to see Mrs. Vincent today? And just seeing that reaction that they know that they have someone there to support them and to share information with someone that they can trust. And she has a way of supporting them and to make them feel safe and secure. And that's what we want our students to feel every single day they're with us.
Growing up, I spent a lot of time in my mom's classroom and all of her coworkers at Michigan Center Schools. So ultimately, I really knew from a very young age that teaching was the direction that I wanted to take. When I was a child, I would play school with my siblings, and so I always knew that education was somewhere that I wanted to end up. So working with children and individuals was always something that I knew I wanted to do.
I think it's always been there. People have always needed help in one way or the other, but I think now we're recognizing the need and the importance of schools helping to become advocates for parents and for students, and helping provide opportunities for them to, whether it be something in the community to help out with, whether it's housing or food needs or just counseling, just being able to talk to someone. And I see that now we offer those things in the school so much more. With Courtney's position, it's allowed her to be the point person, someone to go to, someone to talk to and listen. And teachers have always been there, but we haven't always had the resources like we do now to be able to help parents and help students. And having this position for Courtney, I think, has really benefited our school district so much, for not only the students, but also with the staff and of course our parents too, who are so very important in the child's education.
But yeah, kids deal with things beyond what we dealt with as kids, right? The world's different nowadays, and with a 5 or 6 year old trying to process different feelings and emotions, that's a lot of work, and that's hard for kids. So the fact that we have someone like Mrs. Vincent to help students process their feelings and their emotions and their reactions, we're blessed. We're blessed beyond measure that we have her every single day to work with our students to help figure out those emotions and how to deal with them.
It's really difficult when you're little to identify emotions, right? And so step one is teaching children what emotions really are, and then giving them the skills to combat those emotions, right? When we're feeling angry, what can I do to help myself? When I'm feeling sad, what's a coping skill that I can use? And being able to teach that one-on-one with students and through groups allows them to be successful inside the classrooms. If someone comes into school and they're having a rough day or a really rough night, they're not going to be able to succeed academically, right? And so I want to be able to give them the skills to calm their body and provide them the support so they can achieve their academic dreams.
Every year we've been learning new things. We've been trying out new ideas. Last year, Courtney worked with small groups of children, which we haven't done in the past. So she's working with kids in a larger impact throughout all the grade levels. So this year she's starting assemblies, grade level assemblies that are focusing on what we're focusing on in the classroom, and then she's backing it up and supporting us in different roles throughout the building. And I feel that we've really moved forward to helping to understand that we need to teach those skills to the children. They're not just there. They need to be learned, they need to be taught, they need to be modeled and reinforced. And so it's done in the classroom, and it's done in the hallways, in the cafeteria, and on the playground by all of our staff. And having someone to help drive us and support us, like Courtney's role, has been very beneficial. And I can see the benefits of it. I can see that kids are learning skills of how to calm themselves down if they're if they're upset, or learning how to become a good friend, learning how to read what others are feeling and help them with that. So I can see that we're having a great impact, and Courtney's having a great impact, and we're really excited for the future.
Our number one priority is the relationships, right? So we're putting the relationship first, and that's what we're all about. And that's what Mrs. Vincent, Mrs. Clark, what they're all about. Our whole staff pours their heart and soul into these kids and their families and their social emotional growth, their academic growth. And with that relationship being the foundation, that's what's going to move us forward.
I can't wait to see this vision really grow in our schools, whether it's working in my small groups or hosting the assemblies with my principal, Matt Damaris, or working with these children one-on-one. But I just can't wait to see the smile on the teachers' faces when they're noticing that the children are really growing in the social emotional learning range, but also to see happiness and see smiles walking down our hallways, because here at Michigan Center Schools, we are a safe, happy, and enjoyable learning environment. And that all begins with a smiling face greeting our kiddos at the front door.